Welcome, Phoenixes. Welcome, Phoenixes. Your Raise You 5 weekly. It's more than 5 minutes, let's be honest, right? But here I am. Thank you for joining me in this labor of love. As you know, I give this out. These are just tips. Things that I believe really can help in changing, in awakening, in uplifting, and motivating how to really take control of your life. And that's really the point here. As I am a therapist by trade, that's what I mostly do, but I also am cultivating and creating amazing programs in order to help people heal and be able to get clear in their vision and know exactly what they want, right? Having healed, having been rejuvenated, and be able to exert their will in the right direction to their purpose and their highest self. Okay, so that's what I'm out here doing, guys. If you ever ask yourself, why is this girl even doing this Raise You 5? That's really why. This is my labor of love, and I hope that you take it in. And let's recap March, right? March was about all new energies and really reflecting and looking inside and looking at your life and really identifying the changes that we have to make, right? And make goals and be able to envision and dream and make goals, right? What do we want our life to be? So it's a lot of introspection and getting into action. And that's what we're about today. So, we in the past, we were talking about connecting to your higher self, connecting to you, right? And that was in week 1 of March. Also, always know that you could always catch the replays on YouTube or also on my blog, on my website. Right now, I am having some trouble with my Facebook accounts. So the Raise You 5 Facebook page is not available right now, nor is the profile. I am working on that. But you could always access it through my website, through my blog, and through YouTube. All right. So we talked about connecting to your higher self for guidance, to really look at what you want. We talked about giving ourselves a reality check, right? Assessing and figuring out where our energy is going and where we have to shift it. We talked about aligning our realities, right? Really identifying the different areas of our lives that we have to kind of like shift things, right? To align it more to what we want and how we want that area in our lives to be. Right? So here we are today talking about changing our habits. In order to change our habits, habits are really important. And if you look also back, again, you can always watch any of the replay. I have a segment on why habits are important. And the brief summary, habits reflect and create. They really reflect what you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, how you see in your life, and also help you create and co-create that in the future. Right? They reinforce control, your ability to manipulate and control your outcome and what your reality is. This is why habits are important. And number 3 is that they keep you going, because when you are in habit, when you are in routine, it just makes it that much easier. It breaks it down into bite-sized portion on what you have to do on a daily basis to work towards your overall goal. Which means consistency just equals results, which is where we are today. Consistency just equals results. If you are consistently working towards your goal, you're going to get there. You're going to get there. Just cause and effect. That's just how it works. Okay? So now that you have gone through all that, and these are the keys, I want to share 5 key ways. 5 key ways that help support you to change your habits. Whatever the habits that you have identified that you have to change, be it with your nutrition, with your health, right? With health goals, weight goals, just overall general wellness, right? Self-care, goals about finances, about your budget, goals about your career, right? Goals in your relationships, whatever those goals are, right? 5 key ways to changing the habits to work towards that. Number 1 is having a consistent structure and schedule. That's what I'm talking about. Make it bite-sized. Bite-sized. What do I do every day to work towards that? How do I fit it into my life that I'm still consistently moving? It doesn't have to be this big change, this big radical change, make all this space, shift everything around. If that's not possible, if that is possible, radical change is the best. If you can just do it, do it. But I'm talking to the masses that really, right, find some difficulty in doing it because life gets in the way. How do we work around life? How do you find yourself in the lowest points with having no feeling like there's no opening, no direction, no capacity to actually incorporate these things? How do you do that then? And that's really what I'm talking about. Make it bite-sized portion. Make it possible for yourself. Find the pockets of time, and that you do with a consistent structure and a schedule. Incorporate everything in it. Self-care, time with family, things that bring you joy on a weekly schedule. I work heavy days. I work 12-hour days. So I make sure that in my week, though, I incorporate some self-care. I incorporate time with family, time with friends, or whatever it is that I need in that time, because I set it and designed it in that way. So I am choosy with my time. Those are my boundaries. People know that they have to schedule me. Why? Because I have plans with my life, what reality I want to create. Okay. So consistent structure, number one. Number two, create the ambiance. I call it like finding the whipped cream of the day, the little joy, the pocket of the moment that you can create. How can you take control of your environment? Follow the five senses. Things that you see, things that you hear, things that you touch, that you feel, right? Things that you are able to smell, right? Have lovely scents around you. Things that are going to uplift you, right? Really good ones are like citrusy, to wake up, citrusy scents. Also peppermint, eucalyptus, things like that really awaken you. Then things like lavender are for calming, right? Lilac, things are for calming, scents like that. Vanillas are for calming. Cinnamon help, kind of solidify. So things like that. Create the ambiance. Number three, you have the power. What your reality is what you think. It's what you think. You have the power to create the reality that you want, or how you see things, how you perceive things, how you interpret things. Will change how you respond, how you engage with that reality. I'm not saying some make-believe, obviously. I'm talking within the confines that if something happens, how can you find an alternative perspective? How can you find the good thing? What's the positive in this? What can I learn from this? What's the takeaway in every situation, right? A couple waterfalls and I'm like, oh man, the carpet. Well, at least it was water. What's the sweetness that you can find in the situation? You have the power to control and direct your thoughts. If you are ruminating in negative thoughts, you have got to get yourself out of there. How do you do that? You direct where your thoughts are. Visualizations can help. Meditations can help, perhaps. If your thoughts are running wild, visualizations are best. Create a whole fantasy if you need to. Focus on something that requires your focus. Reading a book, journaling, making a list. Redirect your thoughts to where you want it to go, not where it's ruminating, unless you are in a reflection mode, right? Number four, replace and erase. When you're trying to change habits, let's say you're like if you're a smoker and you're trying to quit, right? That's why they have gums. That's why, putting just something oral like candy or lollipops and something like that, just the habits, even a straw or a pencil, just for the habit. Replace it, right? You used to do one thing that wasn't healthy. What can you do instead that is healthy, right? So you used to sit you're not very active, and then you just kind of sit around on the couch. So where can you maybe add some movement through that, right? What kind of things can you do? What can you replace it with? You have munchies, or you like to snack. Can you replace it with healthy snacks, right? Instead of hours in TikTok, can you read a book of something that will, either increase your growth or expertise in an area or interest, or you learn a skill? Can you utilize it in that direction? Replace. Okay, so use the tool to replace. Number five, eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize. Be unwavering. No matter how many times you slip, you fall. You slip, you fall, and you get up and dust your shoulders off. Okay? And you keep going. You jump right back on the horse. Consistency doesn't mean that you have to do it, and if you fail, that's it. You broke off, all this stuff. Even if it's 2 weeks, it's a month now. Guess what? You still could get back on the horse. Get right back on it. Get right back on it. Consistency means that you stay on your goal and you continue to work towards your goal. Even if it's taking long, it is your perseverance, your relentlessness, your consistency that will equal those results that you are seeking. All right, so there you go. Here we are. 5 ways to change your habits. I'm giving it out, y'all. I'm giving it out. I'm giving out the tools. I'm giving out the tips, the secrets, the keys right here. Consistent structure and schedule. Create the ambience. You are in control of your environment. How can you take control of your environment? You have the power to control your thoughts, redirect them, replace in order to change a habit, and always keep your eyes on the prize. All right, Phoenixes, I hope this helps. I hope you really find some value in these gems. And again, I want to let you know you have access to the replays and to this live through my blog and through YouTube. Okay, so YouTube is Reaching Heights 28. Okay, so there you go. As always, I'm here to help. Okay, I give away the gems, but as I mentioned, I do this for a trade. I have lots of experience. I have amazing, juicy programs and packages all already on the works, already available. Be sure to check them out. Book a call if you're not sure what you're seeking at the level that you are. We will talk all about it and figure out how to get you out, awaken, to rise, because Phoenix, together we rise. All right.